Amazing. All right, guys. So we're going to start actually by sitting. So if you're sitting on something comfortable, that's perfect. If you're sitting outside, it's also perfect. I would like you just to sit down and start breathing normally. I'm going to be trying to explain some of the mechanics, some of the techniques you're going to be using, but essentially, I want you to feel that this is the class you can do at any time of the day, anytime, however you're feeling. I, for example, had a really big meal now, so I feel like my belly is really big, but I'm still going to enjoy this class because it's about the breath. And breath actually, if we use it correctly, is going to support every of these issues. It's going to support our pain relief. It's going to support our digestion. It's going to support our posture. Okay, so come sit down, place your hands. You can have them on the knees. You can have them here, and just close your eyes and start breathing. I want you to really close your eyes and go back to like, how do I normally breathe? What is my, default pattern of breathing? And we're just going to tap into this. So almost like for the first time ever, you feel that breath. How it enters your nose, goes into your chest, into your belly, and the same way out. And you can already start noticing, just notice without changing anything. Is the breath a little bit higher in my chest? Is the breath in my belly? Is my belly relaxed or am I pulling it in? Also very normal. Nothing here is weird. We're just checking in. And I also would like you to feel where your exhalation is. It might seem very strange, but it's not just coming out. It actually goes somewhere in your body. Try to see where are you exhaling. A lot of the breathing exercises for yoga is focusing on deep breath in through your nose and breath through your mouth. And for you, today we're going to start with this, the same technique, but actually the most optimal breath is the nasal breathing. That means we shouldn't really be using our mouth for breathing at all. I know this might seem really, really crazy, like especially if you think, but I do really like a sport, I run, I do high intensity stuff. Well, actually, it also could be trained that you never have to use your mouth for breathing again. And that also actually affects your posture if you breathe out through your mouth. How hilarious is this? And we've got some physios on the group today, so you feel free to send me some feedback later. The diaphragm, amazing muscle. Okay, so I hope for you, for now, you have some kind of feedback. And now you're probably thinking, oh my God, I'm so asymmetrical. Oh my God, every breath is a bit different. That's totally normal. We are actually asymmetrical. Your diaphragm is bigger on one side than the other. From very logical reasons, on one side, there is just a bit less space. We have heart, we have organs. So your diaphragm is actually a bit bigger on your right side. That also leads to some kind of asymmetries in the body. And that's also good news. If you ever felt a bit asymmetrical, that's also very normal. We don't have to be 100% symmetrical. Okay. So now we're going to try to direct the breath somewhere that maybe it's not going just yet. So I want you to first think about breathing to your armpits. So you can actually hold your hands there, almost like under the ribs. Or you can also just do it with the breath, but think about breathing into your armpits. Close your eyes still. And exhale. And just let's do it a few times there. So like I said, this is our awareness building exercise. And again, we're going to start by breathing out through your mouth because it's a bit easier to engage your respiratory muscles because we have abs that are just designed to help us breathe. But you can already feel that you can do it with your mouth closed. So now, instead of just breathing in there, try to also breathe out into your armpits, into your hands, into your ribs. Again, it doesn't have to be perfect. Just try to feel tiny bit different. Now slide your hands a little bit lower. Try to go a bit more to the back of your body. If it's more comfortable, you can go around and grab your hands here. So we're looking for the back of your ribs, okay? It doesn't matter how much you have, maybe just the fingers, it's okay. But try to think you can also breathe in there. And most importantly, we can exhale there. So let's try it a few times. Our diaphragm actually works very similar to a balloon. It contracts and opens and gets bigger and almost like swollen when we're inhaling. And when you exhale, it actually tightens up. So it doesn't just deflate, but it actually goes back to the center. So this is that contraction of the diaphragm that we're going to focus on today. Okay, so keep your hands where they are. You can also place them on your knees, somewhere else when it's comfortable. Keep your eyes closed, and we're going to try to create that metaphor of a balloon. And we're going to hold it at the bottom of the exhalation for 3 seconds. Okay, so it's going to go in, out, and a little pause. Okay, let's go together. So breathe in, big balloon. And exhale through your mouth. And try to hold it for 1 and 2 and 3. And let's go. Big breath in, left and right and back of your ribs. And exhale. Hold it at the bottom. Try to maybe squeeze it a bit more for 3, 4, and inhale, balloon. Exhale. And we're gonna hold it. Hope you feel that the ribs are coming a bit closer together, like a little sandwich maker. And we inhale for the last time. And exhale. Hold it there for 3, 2, 1, and release. And you can open your eyes. Some of you are already smiling. You maybe felt something different. Now we're going to try to recreate these exercises on different positions, because we're not like this in the daily life, right? We're not just sitting and thinking, oh, now my breath goes to the left and right and up and down. We are moving all the time. And I want you to find that feeling in every position you got. Okay, so first of all, I wanted to show that exhalation from the side. So just think about it. Again, no right or wrong, but when I'm inhaling and I just go here, and let's say I exhale here. You will start seeing that I'm actually going to start arching my back. It might not seem super obvious, but if this breath is always here, you see, I'm over-exaggerating now. You see, this happens. So what I want you to think is we go everywhere, especially here. And when you close, you also go everywhere down. And that actually, notice, it actually sent me a bit back. So that's for a lot of you, tension in the back, just from breathing, a bit funny. Okay, so let's think about it. Okay, you're gonna take your pillow, you're gonna roll it, or your towel or your block. Block is just not gonna be so nice, but if it's a pillow, it's gonna go between your hips and your ribs. So exactly on your belly. So I just had a big salad. That's gonna be interesting, but let's go. And we're gonna lie down on top of it. So maybe first you wanna have a look what I'm doing. I'm literally just gonna lie on top of it, and it's gonna feel like there is a little bit of pressure, but that's okay, because it's gonna force you to breathe into your back. So that's why we're gonna lie down on your floor, and you're gonna imagine, try to look, my back is actually gonna get bigger with the breath. But as I exhale, it also stays big. Okay? So it's almost like we use that pillow to get a bit more space in the back of your body. Okay, so again, the pillow goes between your ribs and your belly. And let's all lie down on your belly. I cannot lie down because I'm not going to see you. So I'm just going to explain it to you with my words. It's not super hard. The block is also good. It's going to be a bit more massage. So I hope you didn't have enough food. Okay, so your hands can be just here under your head. And again, you're going to take a deep breath in into your nose and imagine that big balloon is pumping up. But now we're using the floor as a feedback so we can grow a bit bigger towards the ceiling, like you're pumping a balloon into the back of your body. And I can't see some of you, but I'm just going to trust that you do it really nicely. And this is not a technical exercise. It's a bit more awareness building exercise. So you might notice already, am I breathing a bit more to my right side or maybe a bit more to the left side? And again, don't try to change it, just feel. And try to bring more space into your back. So we are trying to alter our normal breathing here. And this is a really good one for anyone who suffers with digestion issues again. Again, counterintuitive because we're pressing on the belly, but it's like a massage that forces our diaphragm to breathe somewhere else, to pump the air to get bigger somewhere else. Okay, let's try to count it together. So we're going to take a deep breath in again. And as you exhale, really imagine like you're trying to push something higher up into the ceiling. And then we're going to hold it at the bottom. And then you should feel like the front of your ribs and the back of your ribs are making a little sandwich. Okay, let's go. Breathe in. Left and right and back of your body. And exhale through your mouth like a balloon. Hold it for 3 and 2 and 1 and inhale. Back of your ribs to the armpits, to the ribs. And exhale. Ribs are closing together, breathing into your back. Hold it for 3, 2, and 1. And inhale. Exhale, grow bigger in your back. Breathe into your back. And hold for 4, 3, 2, 1. And the last one, big breath in. And now like you want to push the floor away and grow bigger into the ceiling. Exhale between the shoulder blades, between the back of your ribs, almost between the vertebrae. We're going to hold for 4 and 3 and 2 and release. And you can start slowly coming out. So how did this feel, huh? Amazing, I hope. Some of you have really amazing faces. So that's just the beginning. Keep that feeling, remember it. We're going to take it to the back now. So I'm going to give you a little close up. Now I want to show you from this side. This is going to be exactly the same thing. When I'm breathing in, I'm here. When I breathe out, look, I'm going to try to push this part of my back into the floor. So you see my arms lifted, but it actually came from here. Okay? So you can come and lie down on your back. Your feet are going to be on the floor. Try to position yourself so I can more or less see you. Then you can get some tips. So really make your feet on the floor. You can have that pillow between your knees as well if you want to. And we're going to keep the hands on your rib cage. So I'll show you from the sitting. I'm holding my hands really here because I want to force the breath to come. Okay. So let's go. Big breath in. Feet on the floor, spiral. Knees up. Yes, always keep your feet on the floor. And then exhale, try to push the back into the floor and you'll see that your arms, maybe your chest will lift. It's like a mini crunch, but not yet. Hold it there for a second and release, inhale. Okay, I'm gonna try to go with you. It's a very small lift. We're not looking for the height. We're looking for pushing yourself up from your back. So again, deep breath in. And then exhale to your back. It's almost just your shoulders lifting. We hold it for 2, 1, inhale, release. And then exhale. It's only your arms actually. So let's try to keep your head on the floor. Inhale. Exhale. Beautiful. Inhale, come down. So again, guys, try to keep your neck, your head on the floor for this one. So if you're coming up too high, it's just too much. You don't have to go that much. Big breath in. Exhale, punch the arms up. Okay, and the last one, in and out. And out. Hold it empty. Squeeze the ribs together like you're making a little sandwich. And then we're going to push the feet into the floor and come and lift your hips off the floor. You can inhale now. So notice right now, exactly that place we're trying to breathe just become heavier. So it actually should be easy to feel that weight under your shoulder blades. And we're going to try to squeeze the back. You can give them a little tap. So I'm doing a little Michael Jackson, tilting my tailbone forward. So there is nice space in the back. There is no tilting. Remember, we're trying to get out from our funny posture, from the sitting. And again, we can bring the knuckles together right now, like you're holding a flower. And now you're going to try to lift your knuckles into the ceiling, but without your chin. So big breath in. Exhale. Should be easier now to keep the neck on the floor. We hold it for 2, 1. Inhale, come down, release. Just the arms. Exhale. Into your back, punch the arms up. Keep the chin on the floor, squeeze the butt, hold for 2 and 1. And let's go again. Inhale, come down, everything releases. Big breath in. And then exhale. Push the back into the floor. Punch the arms to the floor. And feel that everything in your belly got flatter. Like the diaphragm really squeezed our spine together, providing a support for it. Okay, inhale, release. And you can roll yourself all the way down with your hips on the floor. Amazing. And take a little rest. Again, I'm going to show you. All of this stuff we do this is so small and so microscopic that sometimes it's better to first look and then try to repeat. So we're going to be doing our little abs exercise. And this is also, we're working on retention. That's why we prepared ourselves with this 4 seconds of no breath. So we can right now cope. So it's going to be up exactly that much. And then I want you to hold the hand on your ribs and we're going to try to rotate from your ribs. Okay? So I'll explain that we're going to go step by step. Super slowly. So first you're going to fold your fingers behind your head. Try to close your elbows here already. And if you do it correct, your ears are still out. So your hands should be around your head. And then take a deep breath in, but wait until you're at the very bottom of the exhalation to come up. So we're not coming out with the breath in. We're waiting for the balloon to deflate. Big breath in. Exhale. And then come on up. And here, first thing I want you to do is keep both of your hands behind your neck and move your face into your hands. So like you want to stretch your neck, and that should also give you a bit more work for your abdominals, but we're still making everything nice and flat. This is our 4 seconds up. We inhale, come down. So that's how it goes. We wait for the exhalation. Push the back into the floor, come on up. Now you're going to take your right hand, because your left hand is holding your head. You're still moving your face back. Your right hand is going onto your rib cage. Push your ribs a bit more down. And maybe you're going to come up 1 millimeter higher. But notice it didn't happen because I pulled on my neck. It happened because my rib cage made a sandwich. Inhale, come down. Exhale, wait for the bottom. And come on up. Take your left hand on your ribs and do the same thing. Press it just gently down And you notice that maybe you'll come a little bit higher. Hold it there, make everything flat. Face is relaxed in your hands. We inhale, release. Okay, you're doing amazing, guys. Now we're going to just add one more move. We're going to twist, literally 3 centimeters. So big breath in. Exhale. We come on up. Face is back in your hands. Your right hand is going to go onto the rib cage. And now from that rib cage, try to twist just a little bit to the right side. Just a little bit. So notice it's all coming from the rib cage. So your elbow is going diagonal. It doesn't go to the side. Come back to the center. Inhale, release. It's really 3 centimeters. We do again. Inhale, exhale. Place the left hand on your ribs. Push it down and gently rotate to the left side. Notice it's coming from the rib cage, not the head. Hold it there. Come back to the center. Inhale, release. Okay, one more side. Inhale, exhale. Head is back. Right hand on the ribs. Push it down. Rotate gently to the right. And now keep the rib cage pressing down. Bring your arm to the front, the left arm. Reach it forward. And notice it's coming from your breath, not from your neck, not from your abs. Inhale, come back to the center. Inhale, release. Amazing. We go the other side. Exhale. Push it down. Left hand on your ribs. Rotate very little to the left. Keep it there, nice and flat. Right arm comes across and reach. Reach from that arm. Beautiful. Inhale, release. Okay, one more time. One more time. Inhale, exhale. Wait for the bottom of the exhalation. Push the lower back into the floor. Come up. Right hand on the ribs. Rotate very gently. Reach the arm forward. And now decide how much you want to go with that arm. We're going to go a little bit higher. So maybe to the ceiling, maybe by the ear. Keep reaching from the ribs. Feeling that your breath is helping you. Hand comes back behind your neck. Inhale. This one was super tough. I'm barely able to speak. You guys are amazing. One more time. Inhale. Exhale. Push the lower back into the floor. Come on up. Left hand on your ribs. Rotate to the left. Reach forward with the arm. And keep ribs, everything the same. My arm is going to wander to the ceiling, maybe by the ear, but not too much because it's dying. Head comes back. Inhale. Oh, release. And now take some time to just let that lovely warmth to spread around your body. You can hold onto your lovely belly and just massage it exactly where you felt it. You can also grab onto your knees and just jiggle the legs a bit. Well done, guys. This was quite tough, but these are our respiratory abs. So what you're feeling, that feeling of squeeze, that feeling of like a lemon juice squeezing out, that's the diaphragm. That's the diaphragm giving a big hug for your spine. So you're welcome. Diaphragm is going to thank you for it. Okay. So now we're going to try to move it a little bit and stretch it out, because breathing correctly, it's a really good technique, but at the same time, we also want to be able to breathe when we're like on the couch, you know? So you can do it, but it takes a bit of training. So come on your hands and knees. And today we're going to be doing a bit of a gentle hands and knees, so you can already go with your butt a bit more back. Maybe open your knees so you're a bit more in like a bit of a frog position. So it should be easy on the wrists. Okay. And now we're going to try to do that breathing exercise here. And it's going to feel a bit like a cat and cow, but we don't want to move this part. So this is a bit illegal for now. We're going to try to move the upper part. Okay. So look down on the floor. Try to have the same feeling you had with your neck coming into your face, onto your hands. And take a deep breath in and just soften your chest like the gravity is telling you, hello, I'm going to go a bit lower. So your chest is just dropping between your arms. And then exhale, push your arms up like we did before and lift that space between your shoulder blades all the way to the ceiling. This is our exhalation. So again, as I inhale, I soften my shoulders. My chest just goes a bit down, like this, right? And as I exhale, I push the floor away. I get into my armpits, I get into my back, and I breathe it there. And let's do it a few times. Again, don't feel like there's something wrong with it. It's not about the movement and the volume. It's about where your breath is going. So can you breathe a bit more into your back body, into your ribs, into your spine, into your shoulder blades? Okay, spirals the neck. So we're always looking down, guys. This is not a cat and cow. In cat and cow, that whole neck situation is completely out of place. I think it's just a bit outdated, that yoga pose. We shouldn't be looking up in our cat and cow. We should just look down on the floor. Beautiful. And again, I hope you notice some kind of asymmetries. I, for example, have more breath into my left side, which is very strange because the diaphragm is slightly smaller on the left side, but I'm left-handed. So I think that's why. Okay, now we're going to make it a bit more freaky. So if you felt you were asymmetrical, we're going to fix it right now. So you're going to come onto your elbows and you can send your butt a bit more back. So it's like, should be pretty comfortable on your legs and light on your shoulders. We're going to go slowly. And now, don't stick your butt out, but keep the lower belly pulled in. So you're holding a block here. Beautiful. And now we're going to slide your right foot back. And it's going to go in the same line as your left foot. So my foot is here. I'm trying to go in the same line. Yeah, so it's a bit across. Beautiful. And now with your right fingers, you're going to start moving your arm forward as well. So I'll show you from here. Pam, 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 pam. I'm tenting my fingers to the front. Show it from this side. So my right leg, right arm. Yeah, give you a moment. Beautiful. And now we're going to try to breathe more to the right side. So take a deep breath in and imagine all that power that you've been working on goes to your right side. So right armpit. And exhale. And if it's too hard to balance, you can make it a bit smaller. So it shouldn't be impossible to balance. Should be quite tricky, but not impossible. So we're going to breathe together. Spirals, look down. All the neck people, I can see already who's been working behind the desk today. Again, nothing bad, just watching it. You're good, Marcela, you're good. We're going to breathe together. So let's take a deep breath in. Imagine your armpit is growing bigger, like you want to expand it. And then exhale, make it even bigger, like it just keeps on expanding, keep on growing bigger. And let's go 3 times. Inhale. I'm showing you from here. Exhale. Hold this for 3, 2, 1. Big breath in. And exhale into that armpit. Hold it for 3, 2, 1. That's okay. Feel free to relax in your chow pose. It's almost the same. One more breath. Inhale. And exhale. Expand. Hold it for 3, 2, 1. And I'm actually going to invite all of you for a little child pose. So don't worry, Alice, you're reading my mind. So notice that in the child pose, we actually have the same position, but we're going to move the arms a bit to the right. Sorry, to the left. So we're still working on the right side. Yeah, so child pose and then tiny bit to the left side. And you notice that suddenly that right side is stretching a bit more and you can breathe there a bit more. So that's it. Just imagine suddenly you don't have to stretch extreme length to feel that stretch. All you can do is just breathe there, but also exhalation. Feels funny. I'm going to be repeating this the whole lesson. And afterwards, I hope you're going to feel the difference. But we can also exhale to the back body. You're going to feel your obliques, I hope, tomorrow. Beautiful, guys. I hope you're getting more quality from your breath with each of these exercises. Because again, we're not going to be doing them like this in our daily life, but we can use that adaptation that we learn here and try to translate it into our daily life. Okay. Let's do the other side, because not everyone is like me. Maybe some of you probably need some more left side. So again, I show you from the front. Maybe it's going to be a bit easier. I'm here. I do a little frog. I move my hips back. And I first stretch my left leg. I don't have a space, but it's right behind me. So it's like a little bit across, but not here, because that's going to be really hard. So just at the same line, and then your elbows. And then you have to lean a bit more into your right side and reach your left arm forward. And then you can look down, and then it's going to be easier. Okay, so again, make it a bit smaller for yourself. Maybe put a pillow under your knee if it's a bit uncomfortable. Beautiful. And again, imagine that you're expanding, like that balloon right now, it's onto the left side. It's anatomically impossible to just breathe into your one lung, but if it was impossible, imagine we're doing this right now. So your left side expands, and as you exhale, that sandwich maker, the ribs coming together, so it's almost like we can get a bit bigger on the exhalation. Okay, we're just going to do it a few times because I know it's quite tiring. So big breath, you're going great, Anna. Just look down. And that arm should be straight, like you're reaching forward something. So we're really reaching. That arm is more important than the leg. Big breath in. Spirals look down. And exhale. We hold it for 2 and 1. Big breath in. Try to look down, guys, so your neck can relax. Exhale. Grow bigger, like your chest is lifting, your ribs are expanding. Hold it for 3, 2, 1. At least you can drop your neck entirely, like look at your belly button. Big breath in. Exhale. And one more time. Big breath in. Sparrows, I think you can go on your elbow. It's going to be easier. You're on your whole hand. And then exhale. And we hold it for 4 and 3, feeling the squeeze of the abs, feeling the armpit expanding, and release. Take it to your child pose, and you can already keep that exactly same feeling with your arms, and just drop your chest. Amazing. So tiny little walk to your right side to expand the left side. That's it, Runa. Beautiful. And just feel. I know this area between the back of your ribs and the hips, so that lower back, but that soft part, this is usually when we actually forget to stretch a lot. We're so focused on our hip flexors and our hamstrings, we forget that there is this entire portion of your back that gets so tense from sitting, from posture, from work behind the computer, and all our little deviations that we do in a daily life. And this should be stretching it. So aim to help it with the breath. It's almost like you're sending your breath to those areas that need a bit more love, that need a bit more care. Okay. Beautiful, guys. Okay. So come back to your center and into your hands and knees again. I'm going to try to get you through the very gentle yoga flow. Yoga flow. Because we have 20 minutes and I want you to just feel that we can move with that breath as well. Okay. So when we're thinking about standing, you will see that position. It's when people breathe into the chest. So I want you to think we breathe to the left and right. And we exhale slightly to the back. Okay, so let's go into the hands and knees. And first we're going to take it to our dog pose. So we're going to take one deep breath in here. And exhale, lift your chest up. And now your knees are going to come up and you're ready for your perfect dog pose. So keep the knees nice and bended. Keep the heels off the floor. And now your shoulders should be right next to your ears, and then just try to push the floor away, like you get taller from your armpits. Amazing. And try to bring that breath to the back of your ribs. So don't go deeper than this. You are perfect. Everyone is so perfect right now. All that breath really worked. And think about that space between your shoulder blades blowing like a balloon there. Inhale. Exhale, sandwich maker. Yeah, you can pedal the feet, Debbie. It doesn't hurt anything. If you want to jiggle the legs, jiggle the legs. It's just about the shoulders. You don't think about your head going to the floor, but think about yourself getting taller, growing away from the floor. Okay, and then just slide your right foot in front of you. You can use your hands to help yourself. And we're going to come for the low lunge here. Low lunge. Okay, so you can have that pillow under your knee. It's really not a shame. Today is really more about the breath. Sorry, Marcella. It's slow, so you can adjust. And now this is also where our breath actually helps us, because people that breathe into their mouth, we usually hear. And you really see that. I see that in their posture, how they breathe. So think about tucking your tailbone, using your right leg as a little bit of a pull, and then growing taller, your shoulders right above your hips. And we're going to bring just left arm to the front. So again, we're going to do the same feeling of punching. We're going to take a deep breath in. We grow to the left and right like a balloon. But as we exhale, the arm moves a bit forward. And it's almost like we want to touch invisible wall behind you with your back. Inhale. Exhale. And keep going like this. If you're ready, you can start breathing through your nose. I'm just going to move it a bit. And you should also feel quite a stretch in the front of your hip. Completely normal. It's because of our breath. Our breath is going to affect how our tissues are reacting. Okay, one more here. Inhale. Exhale. Make the sandwich maker, push the back to the back. Keep the arm reaching forward, and now raise it by your face. I hope this feels so much easier right now to just raise that arm. And now you can try to grow taller, your armpit up. And we're just going to stay for a breath here. Inhale. Exhale, same thing. We're just growing taller through the side of your body. These are also the things that need to open up for your breath to go through. And the last one, exhale. And now place the hands on the floor. And you're going to rotate your left foot behind you. And you're going to slide the right leg into the side plank. Okay? So it's going to be supported side plank. I'm going to rotate for you. Good. So my left knee right under my left hip. The foot is pushing down, so it gives you a bit more stability. And you have your shoulder above your wrist. And here we do the same. We bring the arm by your face up. And now we're going to breathe into here. So I'm going to exaggerate it for you, how much I can blow here like a balloon. And I exhale, I grow bigger. I hope you see that. It's millimeters, but for me, it feels amazing. I hold it for 2, 1. Let's go 2 more breaths. Inhale, grow taller and bigger. Exhale, lift your right armpit to the ceiling. And inhale, hold it. So you try to look to the front, so your neck doesn't tingle. Inhale, grow taller and bigger. Exhale, armpit. Amazing, guys. And now we're just gonna come and sit on the side. Lie on the side. Your right arm is gonna go behind you, like you're gonna grab onto your back, and now we're gonna move the shoulder here a bit. So I'm holding my hand behind my back, and I'm moving the shoulder. Okay. You can really lie down on your whole body. Like I just got up for you, but you can really be just on the beach. Just on the beach. And this is just to prove that our breath mobility is also going to resonate in our shoulders and our neck mobility. Okay, try to roll back as well. Yeah, I tell you why. This forward shoulder position, we just shouldn't do that movement at all. We have too much in his life, so we just roll back to compensate for all of this. So that's why I never ask you to roll in both directions. So don't get me wrong, it's all for you. Beautiful. And now since you're lying here, we got one more little breathing position. We got the side bending position because we actually spent a lot of time here, especially on the couch. You recognize this position, right? So now keep that arm that you have behind your back, bring it to the front. It's going to be serving as a little bit of support. The right leg is going to go in the front as well. So we got the foot and the arm to give us a bit of support. And then we're going to straighten the left leg there. Okay. And now I hope your head is really comfortable. You can lift your left foot off the floor just a bit. Yeah, that's your inner thigh. So we're going to work your inner thigh just a bit here. And now let's push the right foot into the floor. So you should feel your butt just a bit. And now we're going to try to breathe here into the side of your body. And if you feel stable enough, you can raise that right arm over the head, exactly like we did before. You remember this position, it's that tenting position. And now we can really breathe here into the right side of your body. Big breath in, just a few times. Exhale, sandwich maker. Okay, so your arm should be on the floor, guys. Either on the floor in front of you or on the floor above your head. Yeah, just like we did before. Okay, big breath in. And exhale. Sandwich maker, we're still moving to the back of your body. So front of your ribs should be coming inside every single time. Big breath in. And front ribs together and down. Hold it for 3, 2, 1. And one more time. Inhale. Exhale, rib cage down. Hold it. 3, 2, 1. And release. Come onto your belly again. You can lift your feet up so your knees are bended and you can just swivel the legs. This is always nice. And already as you're here, you can just keep your head down and feel the same breath. We tried it with the pillow. Yeah, always keep your head down, guys. I'm not doing anything complicated, so look down, Debbie, look down. Yeah, try to see if you can listen more than you look, because it's really gonna be great for your neck. Okay, and we're just gonna tuck the toes into the floor to get yourself back to your hands and knees. And we're gonna do the other side here. So let's do one more little cat and cow here. Just a very small one. So again, nothing moves in your belly. So try to suck your belly in and just move the rib cage. So now we're not going to soften. We're going to stay exactly where we are here. We're going to push the floor away. Inhale. And now as you exhale, you keep on pushing. And now keep it there. So we want to keep that rounded back on the inhalation. And exhale. Keep rounding. Keep pushing the floor away, guys. Right now, we should feel the breath somewhere under your rib cage, between your ribs and your back. Inhale. Really here. Exhale here. Push it away, push it away. One more breath. Inhale. Now ribs. Obliques, obliques, obliques. Hold it for 3, 2, 1. And let's take it to the dog pose. Hello, rib cage. So I show you from up here. It's really this feeling of, if I place my hand here, I inhale and I keep exhaling there. See? Very over-exaggerated, but we can try to really breathe into the back of your ribs. So take one more breath here without holding anything, just your own special personal style. Beautiful. And you can slide the left foot to the front. And we're going to get into that lunge again. All right, so depending on your body, you can have your toes in the floor, or you can have the front of your foot, but the front leg is awake. So it's not flopping around, it's pulling back. It's doing a bit of pulling. And that would give you a bit more stable, okay? It's always diagonal. Notice that to stabilize your right arm, you actually need your left leg. So our right arm is forward, we breathe in. And as you exhale, you can grab onto your ribs and just pull them down. There you go. Try to do it a few times. Inhale, left and right. Exhale. And hold for 3, 2, 1. And inhale. Exhale. And 3, 2, 1. And the last one. All the sound effects for you guys. Inhale. Big balloon, left and right. Exhale, ribcage down. Punch, 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 punch. Amazing. Keep punching, keep punching, keep punching. I'm coming. And we place it on the floor. We rotate the foot and we meet in the side plank. So it was this side, I believe. Beautiful. So you should be on your left hand now, if I'm correct. And make sure your both arms are down. Okay, so first, let's get that butt going. So your left butt should be on, or the right butt actually, right butt. And then we're gonna lift the arm first into the belly here. Inhale, exhale. I forgot one stretch, but I'm gonna do it later. And let's reach it by your face. So you notice I really say by your face. So I'm kissing my bicep here. You can kiss it. It's not behind me, because that's also not what I want you to feel. I want you to feel you breathing into your side and into your back. So inhale here. Exhale, try to lift your ribcage to the ceiling. Hold it for 3, 2, 1. Inhale. And exhale. Hold it for 3, 2, 1. And the last one, inhale. Here, everything here. I'm showing you where my breath is going. I exhale, I grow bigger. Amazing. Hold it for 3, 2, 1. And you're just gonna go and side on the side, lie on the side. You can get your arms under you here. And also get your knees closer together so we're not arching. The closer to your chest your knees are, the more your lower back is just neutral there. Okay, and again, we first use the left hand here as a little tent, because it's going to give us stability once that bottom leg is going back. But then when you feel ready, look, all you have to do is slide it right in front of you. It's just going up. Okay, it didn't go there, because notice the moment I lift my arm behind me, I'm back here. I'm back in the office. Okay, so left leg is in front of you. You can use your inside of your foot to push down and then stretch the right leg up. And then use the fingers of your left hand to lift the right leg up. It's just a bit. It's not a lot. All right. And then you can stay here, or you can again walk, 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 walk. And we are here. Ta-da. And let's breathe here. So now we're breathing here. I'm showing you for the visual help. You just stay there with your arm. Inhale. Exhale. Grow bigger here. As much as you can. Millimeters we're talking for 2 and 1. Inhale. And exhale. and 3, and 2, and 1. And the last one, inhale, grow bigger. Exhale, keep on expanding to the ceiling. And 3, and 2, and 1. And release. Bring yourself back into your belly here. And again, I have my hands here and I bring my head down. So I really focus on breathing into this stuff here. And you can have your feet, swingle them. Swingle the feet. Amazing, guys. Okay. Let's put the feet on the floor. You're gonna go one more time into your dog pose. So bring your knees under you here. And let's take it to the dog pose. Okay, so knees are bended, feet are wide. And again, you should feel that there is space between your back. So don't try to bring your head between your arms. Think about actually pushing yourself taller from your armpit, from your ribs. Beautiful, everyone. See, fixing the breath. Also, we fix some dog poses. Okay. Now you're going to walk both of your feet to the front of your mat. So feet are walking towards the hands. Keep the feet wide apart so they're not coming together. They're just right under your hips. Knees are going to bend and you can grab onto your elbows here and let yourself just sprout here. Yeah. And if you can try to bend your knees so much that your chest is resting on your thighs. If this is really uncomfortable, you can put the pillow between your belly and your thighs, or you can just dingle there. But if you manage to rest it, notice exactly the spot when I need some opening, it's here. You see? So this actually is going to encourage me to breathe more here. So notice that this is super relaxing pose. We're not going to take it any less relaxing, but can we make it even more relaxing by the breath? Yeah, if your blood is coming to your head, you can always come out of it. Beautiful. I'm just going to very quickly catch up on that one little stretch that I forgot. So place your right foot behind you and come once again to that kneeling lunge. Just one more time, because some of you might not be, like I said, it doesn't matter because we are asymmetrical naturally, but maybe you want to touch on your left hand a bit more. So left hand goes forward. Sorry, that was the left hand goes forward. Let's punch. And then you reach above. Sorry, right hand. God damn it, Karina. Reach. Beautiful. So you should also feel that you can lift that arm up easier without spilling all your ribs. So you can use your other hand to check if you have still nice shoelace here. Shoelace it. And then take a breath into your back. Beautiful. Okay. And let's go one more little exercise. So you can just come here for the sit. This is quite applicable because actually it's going to involve all of the stuff that we're sitting. So try to sit a bit more like this. So your feet are going to be in front. Dun, dun, dun. This is really like, we are trying to recreate our office position here. So it's not going to be identical, but the legs is going to be somewhere in the front. And you can already tilt your back. So exactly like you would sit in the office, right? Most of us are like over there somewhere. So now we're going to bring the arms forward. We're going to actually try to breathe there. So I tell you that there's no such thing as terrible position. It's just the one that we got stuck on. But we're not going to get stuck if we can breathe there. So we're going to punch the arms forward and we're going to keep them like this. And we're going to try to breathe exactly here. So this is where a lot of us feel tension. So just feel it. Inhale and exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Okay, one more time. We're gonna hold. Inhale. Exhale. And try to hold it. Relax the neck. Hold it, squeeze it. And let's go. 2 more times. Inhale. Exhale. Abs, abs, abs. 3, 2, 1. You should be feeling a lot of obliques. One more time. Inhale. Exhale. Punch the arms forward. Pat your back behind. Relax the neck and hold. Super empty, super squeezed. And release. Ooh, let's jiggle it out a bit. Jiggle it out. Jiggle it out. Beautiful. And then come and lie down on your right side. Once again, forgot the stretch. I'm so excited about the breath, guys, that I'm forgetting my little stretches in between. I'm really sorry. I'm going to fix it right now. So we're just going to do that little shoulder drill. So you can bring your arm behind you again. So it was the left arm. It's going to be on your back. So the front of your hand is on your back. And then I'm just going to do gentle little rotation here with your shoulder. Gentle little rotation. And it's really small, so don't worry. And if you start feeling your neck, just do less. It's just the shoulder blade jiggling a little bit. Yeah, Simon, try to keep the elbow still. So it's like the arm doesn't move. We're moving the shoulder. This is already a bit too much, you see? But it's very natural. Your arm is trying to help you. Beautiful, guys. And we're going to take it from here. We're going to do our opening of the book, the last little cool down exercise. So your arm is going to go in front of you. You're going to touch your arms here. And we're just going to go, either we can open like this by sliding, sliding, sliding and opening. Or you can do the full circle, arm goes above. You see, it's by my face. And then I rotate. And I'm back. Okay, so do it a few times, but try to coordinate it with your breath. You know this exercise, so it's going to be nice because your brain knows it already. But now we're going to provide a different sort of input, and we're going to change our breathing mechanics a bit. So as you inhale here, sorry, open, and as you exhale, we're trying to punch the back of your back there. That's it. And your knees should be right in front of your hips as well. Amazing. You don't have to do too many of these. So let's say you got a little bit tired already. You can stay in that open position. So with your left arm slightly behind you. Beautiful. And if everyone is the same and we have the left arm stretching, your right arm is free and it can go into your rib cage again to give you a little bit of feedback. And now we're going to breathe there again. But this time just relax. I'm not going to count anything. But by using the hand, we give ourselves a bit of a feedback. So this is why I'm a huge fan of using hands, especially now in the era of online when I don't have you, I cannot touch you. You can use your own hands. They're really feedback source. And I hope you noticed that your neck got a little bit more straight. And we noticed we didn't do anything today for the neck because I really wanted to make it all about the breath. But how the breath just correlates with absolutely everything we do, with our whole spine positioning, with our neck, our cervical spine, with our lumbar spine, our poor lower back. So I'm not saying it's that simple, but it can start that simple. It can really start from a breath. And if before you didn't believe me that you can do it anytime, like I give you all these little exercises that you can do when you wait for your coffee, well, this you actually have to do all day long. You can breathe. So you can, anytime you remember, oh, Karina told me to breathe more into my back. You can just try to do it. And the more you do it, the more your brain is going to learn these new mechanics of breathing, and you can actually change the way you breathe. And that's definitely going to impact your posture and hopefully some other stuff like stress management, digestion. Okay, so scoop yourself back to tiny little ball and just roll into the other side. So we can do that lovely, lovely cool down for the other thing. And this is your last little exercise. So take your time. The more we think about what we're doing, the more we're aware of our movement, the more our brain is likely to remember and come back to it. So don't worry if you can just do 2 or 3, maybe you're tired, maybe today is the low day. I'm so grateful that you're still here, just working slowly towards something greater. And if you saw my email, my favorite quote of the email was that we might start using the breath not to just fix what we feel, but to actually understand what we're feeling. So let's say you did about 5 or 10 of these. You can just go and flop open. It's very hypnotizing to do it, and it gets easier. But now when you did it, you can just keep it in that little twist. Knees are going to stay together, and your right arm is behind you. Your left hand can come somewhere on your rib cage, probably somewhere on the right side. I see most of you go there naturally, because there's naturally, we try to create more space there. Beautiful, Simon. And how that hand is just inviting more breath there, inviting more space there. So now I hope you are able to find similar feeling just breathing through your nose. It's probably not as tiring for your abs, but I hope you feel that your ribs come down and you create a little bit of a stretch in the back of your body. That's kind of how we want to feel this. Like if there was a wall behind you right now, you would just gently tap it with your shoulder blades every time you exhale. And we're actually going to finish in the Savasana, so you can take your time, roll yourself around a bit maybe. Yeah, put it in stock bellies, that's it. And let's just take a moment to brew in the stuff that we made. Everyone survive until the end, shake it all out. Beautiful. So you can lie on your back with your knees up and your feet on the floor, or if you feel super comfortable, you can just straighten your legs. I give you both of these options, so you know that none of them is bad. And then just check in with your chin. If it's lifting up, or you can close it a bit more towards your chest. And same as in the beginning, just get in touch with your own breath, with your own respiratory system. Did it change? Did it grow in volume? Maybe it just became a bit more aware and conscious. Maybe you can feel slightly more symmetry in your body between that right side of your rib cage and the left side. Without looking for what is wrong, what is right, just invite the breath into your body in whatever way it comes. Take that moment to just acknowledge that breath is your number one non-negotiable. It's the healing power. It brings the energy into your body. And I'm not even talking to spiritually, I'm talking pure energy to breathe, to move. And without feeling bad or good, ask yourself how many times in the past few months, few weeks, when you felt a bit anxious, when you feel angry, you reached out for the breath. Again, without feeling guilty. And this is not some kind of New Year's Eve resolution that we have to now, I'm going to be a bit more conscious about the breath. But I really hope that at least once or twice over the next few weeks, you can be like, oh, my belly hurts, my head hurts. Let's take a 5 minutes of breath before I go and take a painkiller, before I go and do whatever you do when you have a pain. Because it could be the answer. It could be that restorative tool that we are missing, that we're forgetting about. So connect with it as your vital superpower, not something you have to do, but something that you can do because it's your gift. Thank you very much, everyone, for joining this super lovely restorative class.